Welcome to Divine Lotus Tarot. We are going to be taking a look at what is your ex up to. So this is for those of you who have a healthy inquiry or curiosity about what your ex is up to, regardless if you were the one who was the reason, who took the initiative to end the relationship, or your ex was, or it was mutual. But this would be for those of you who have went through a separation, breakup, or divorce. And like I said, you have a healthy inquiry because you're still grieving the process of, you know, the breakup, okay? So, the first position we're going to take a look at is your ex in a relationship? Okay, so I don't feel like this group of you all who are watching this video, this reading, it doesn't feel like this ex is in a relationship. It feels like this ex is kind of guarded. This ex could be kind of vulnerable right now. I feel like this ex is just taking time to themselves to just kind of process um, life. It could be the relationship itself that this ex is processing, and or it could just be other things that this ex may be dealing with. So I'm not necessarily picking up that this ex is in a relationship. I just kind of feel like no, this ex just kind of feels like very guarded. They kind of feel like they're just kind of staying to themselves. I feel like they could be just doing things to stay busy. They could be focused on work, or they could just be focused on tending to other matters in other areas of their life that may be very significant or important. Like maybe for some of them, if they are dealing with health issues, which could be the case for some of them. They may just be kind of focused on their health right now and getting back to like a healthy equilibrium. Okay. Um, for others of you, this person could just be dealing with and burying themselves into work. Okay. Um, I just kind of feel like whatever this is, whether it's work, it's health related matter, or just some other type of area of their life where it makes them feel a sense of security. This could be even maybe like establishing like building better rapport or relationships with their friends or with their family members or things of that nature. So I just kind of feel like they don't really have the tolerance, the patience, or the energy to be investing into a relationship at this point in time. So no, this person is not in a relationship. Okay, so next position we're taking a look at. Next position we're taking a look at is, does this ex miss you? Okay. And I would definitely say yes. I do feel like this ex does miss you all. I feel like this ex feels like they made a bad call. They made a bad decision. Now, let's say, for instance, you were the one who walked away from this individual and you were the one who initiated the breakup. Then, in that instance, this individual feels like they do miss you. They feel like it probably wasn't a good idea. They also may feel like, maybe they should have pursued you or maybe fought a little harder, For those of you where this was the ex that made the decision and initiated leaving you, I feel like this ex just kind of feels like they made a bad decision. They made a wrong choice, okay? Maybe they based their decisions upon things that were not initially. It's like now looking back on it, it's like it doesn't make sense. So this could have been in the heat of the moment that this person made this decision. This could even be based off of wrong information that this individual made this decision, and they're just now realizing that, like, okay, for some of you, someone intentionally gave this ex wrong and bad and harmful information about you that turned out to not be true. And so this person is seeing and realizing now that they made a bad decision, by allowing other individuals to get in their ear about you and help them to make a rash decision that really costs them um, a significant relationship. Because I feel like with the judgment, they're seeing that this was a significant relationship that they made a bad call on. And I just feel like if for those of you where it was mutual, I just kind of feel like yeah, they're just kind of regretting that decision that they agreed with it. For some of you, this person was just trying to save face and just went along with it because you wanted, they heard you say it. So it was just like, okay, yeah, I agree, or things of that nature at that point in time. So I just kind of feel like, yeah, this person just is kind of regretting the fact that they allowed the final decision to actually go through of accepting the relationship instead of, I feel like, just speaking up or fighting more or getting more information or listening to wrong information that led to this breakup, divorce, or separation. Okay, so now we're taking a look at what led to the blockage in the relationship, along with what led to the ending of the relationship. So I feel like what led to the blockage, I heard time. So it could have been a situation that maybe it's almost like someone wants to go back and turn back the times of the wheel. So I feel like because someone is sitting here, they're evaluating how things played out. They're evaluating like the events. I'm hearing the current events. So I feel like maybe what would have been a blockage for some of you would have been the fact that maybe there were things that transpired. Maybe it's how you started the relationship. Okay. It could have been things that what caused blockages. Maybe how you initially started the relationship. It could have even been just along the way, things that were occurring in the relationship that could have just been piling up. Okay, that never were addressed. So it's almost like the blockage was the fact that time was not looked at or valued or taken serious. It's like someone in the relationship didn't take accountability for like their actions, and I feel like this continued to like accrue over the duration of the relationships. It was like karma was just building up for somebody in this relationship. So either you or the partner, both of y'all. I just kind of feel like karma was stacking up against the relationship because there were things that were continuing to pile up over time that was not being addressed. Okay. And I also feel like there was ample opportunities where there was like guidance that was needing, that was being positioned in your lives for you to address this. So let's say for instance, if there was an issue with infidelity in the relationship, if there was an issue with infidelity, there was numerous circumstances for this to be addressed. Okay, so say someone was, continuing to have infidelity issues, and some of it was like covert. Maybe some of it you knew about, some of it you didn't know about. I feel like over time, this just continued to pile up, and there was plenty of opportunities for whoever was the cause of this to like address this. Like I feel like someone was being guided to, like they knew in their spirit, they knew in their soul that they needed to address this, and they weren't. They just continued to sweep it under the rug, or they continued to hide it. I feel like for some of you, there may have been issues with the sex addiction, is what I'm picking up, and someone was not addressing it. So whatever it was the root of some type of issues and problems that were continuing to pile up that someone needed to address, but they didn't address it. Now, this could even be personal matters as well too, that maybe either you or the partner was dealing with that you did not let each other know about. And I feel like there was the need of someone needing some type of counseling. Okay. And so someone was just kind of trying to resolve and deal with things on their own, and they did not seek, the professional help, or they did not come to you and let you know that they were going through certain things. And this was just kind of accruing and building up over time. So I feel like that was the blockage. The blockage was the fact that like someone took advantage of time. Someone thought maybe someone was going to always be there, or someone thought that someone was going to keep staying on this wheel with them and doing this repetitive cycle of just allowing toxic and low vibrational behaviors in the relationship. And so I feel like that was eventually led to the demise of the relationship because it just kind of all piled up. It was never addressed. It was never addressed accordingly. It was never addressed properly. It was never addressed truthfully. It was never just addressed. Okay. Now, next, we're taking a look at, will this ex be returning to you? Okay. And I feel like no, it doesn't look like this ex will be returning to you, because it kind of feels like this ex is honestly very embarrassed. I feel like this ex is giving off with the strength in reverse. This ex could feel like a coward, okay? Or their energy is coming up like that they're a coward. They don't feel like they could face you. They don't feel like they're able to stand in your presence or that to have a conversation with you. They even may feel like that you may not be open to speaking to them or talking to them. But I do feel like there may be things that occurred in the relationship that it's just like they don't want to take accountability for, or they just don't have the confidence or the courage to address and bring to the light of day. So it's almost like they would rather it go unsaid than to essentially take accountability and responsibility for their part and give you that information that may be helpful to you. Like for some of you, like if you didn't get closure on the relationship, it could be helpful for you, just for you to have that peace of mind what occurred. But I just feel like this person's not going to give it to you. They're not going to bring it to you, because they don't have the confidence to do it. They're coming up, like I said, as being very passive. Okay. And they're more so stuck in their head about the situation than having the nerve to sit up and face you. And then at the same time, they just may not be able to face you at this time as well too. I just kind of feel like it's a lot going on in their mind, and I feel like this kind of haunts them as well too. I feel like they may think about you a lot, but they just don't have the nerves to face you. And then the last position we're taking a look at is this individual going the potential of the two of you reconciling. What is that? And initially I heard no. Okay. I don't feel like the two of you will be reconciling. um Now the interesting thing is that this person is not with anyone, so they may not technically be in a relationship, but there still is a weird codependent energy attached to this individual. So this person could be with someone who is very low vibrational and very toxic, very controlling. This could be someone who they have like this could be someone who has children with someone. So maybe for some of you, you didn't know that this individual has secret kids. Okay, so that could be one of the reasons why this person wants to come towards you, but they're not going to come towards you because they can't find the strength or the courage to let you know that they had a child with you while they were in the relationship, or maybe that they had a child that they just never told you about, before they even got with you, that they hid this entire time. But they have a very toxic, low vibrational person that is attached to them. Is what I'm seeing. So I don't feel like you will be reconciling, or the potential to reconcile will occur, because it just kind of seems like there's very low vibrational energy that this individual has not worked through. And I just also kind of feel like whatever this is, this person may be going through like hell with whoever this individual is that is attached to them. Like I said, I don't really I just kind of feel like this person is, there's something that has forever changed about this individual. Okay, and I just don't see the two of you reconciling. I don't feel this person would be the same person that you initially knew. So it's really no point for the two of you to reconcile, because it's almost like you would be holding on to memories of what you thought. And I feel like maybe there was some type of illusion around who this person was. They showed you maybe what they wanted you to see in some instances. So for some of you, it was kind of like the relationship was an illusion to begin with. The person never truly showed you who they were. So it wouldn't even be someone who you would be compatible with, is what I'm saying, in that instance. And then for other instances, this person has just, their life has just significantly changed, not for a positive, and not in a positive way. It does not feel like at this point in time. So it just feels like whatever this person is into, or whoever they're dealing with, it just feels like it wouldn't be someone who you would be wanting to be around anyways, or wanting to be in a relationship. I just kind of feel like you and this person no longer share a sense of commonality, between the two of you. Maybe that you once did, or maybe because this person was just putting a facade up for you, and this is never who they were. Okay, so those are all the messages I have for you. If you would like to book your own personal session with me, you can go to my website, www.divinelordstarot.com. Be blessed.